I'm here to rent. Sort of. Walmart. Sometimes they send me extra stuff. Like, sometimes they send free samples and stuff, which is always appreciated. One time, and I'm still working my way through the packages, one time they sent me 4 packages of napkins. Like the big packages. And it's like, I didn't order these. And since it's delivered, I can't be like, yo, come get them. And I don't want to set foot in Walmart. So, you know, today, my booty, that's treasure, pirate treasure, just so you know, my booty, I don't know why I'm saying that, was 2 onions that are called cooking onions. Thank you, Carrie, because I don't know nothing about onions. Honestly. And then apples. Well, the rats are going to get the apples unless someone's really, really hungry and they're poor and they need apples. But I got to cut them up and take the seeds out first. Because seeds are not good for ratos. So the rant, you know you're waiting for it, people. Oh my God, they haven't called me back either. So I'm waiting for a call back from 2 different appointments. Not appointments, doctors. The vet, because Bea has a lump on her leg. When I saw it yesterday, it looked like she popped her kneecap out. That's what it looks like. But that's not what happened, because she obviously would have screamed her head off if that happened. Thank God. It was a lump. And it's a mushy movie lump. So I'm hoping and praying it's just a lipoma and not a big deal. I've been calling the vet all day. They told me to send them pictures. So I did. I mean, they're not really good pictures. And I'm like, I need someone to tap it. Just suck the fluid out and test it. You don't even need to have me appointmentized. That's not a word. But they're like, yeah, well, the first time they called me, they called my old phone number. And I'm like, well, that's why I put my new phone number in the email. And they're like, oh, he. So I'm still waiting on that. My poor dog. And tonight, our diapers came. Tonight is our first night for diapers. We're going to see how Bea likes that. I'm going to guess she doesn't like it. Jedwin wasn't too thrilled when I popped the diapers on him. But if she wants to sleep in the bed, she got to wear them. Because unfortunately, she doesn't know she's making the accidents. She tries. And that also may be a thing where baby Bea tries to wake me up and I'm not wake-upable. Because sometimes she'll lick me and I'll be like, don't lick me, dog. Don't lick me, don't. But yeah, look at my little angel here. She's so sweet. My sweetest baby. But anyway, so I'm waiting for them. And then I got this really weird text yesterday from UB Dental and oral surgery. I'm not a patient there. And so I called. I didn't know I was talking to their answering service. And so we both sounded like idiots to each other. And then she's like, this is the answering service. I'm like, oh, well, why didn't you just say you were the answering service? I wouldn't have treated you like you didn't know what you were talking about. She's like, you're a patient. I'm like, no. But I got a text that said I am, and I have an appointment scheduled at the end of the month. Roswell sometimes does this. They refer me to someone, and then, surprise, you have an appointment. And, I mean, my teeth aren't totally bad. My last dental appointment was good. The special toothpaste is working. But the Zometa does make people's teeth fall out, and it could crumble your jaw. So I was like, why would they? But So they haven't called me back either to tell me I don't have an appointment. And I'm like, and I'm just irritated because I like to handle these things. And I know it's a Monday and it's probably super busy. And, yeah. So that's what we're trying to do. Figure out what's going on with the babies. Baby's a little bumpy. And Stacy's potential tooth appointment. But nothing's fallen out yet. My teeth, they look like they're fading a little, like they're a little see-through, but the dentist didn't seem concerned about that. So I was like, all right, whatever. And these here are fake, so these are always going to look good. We just have to worry about whether they fall out or not. They fall out. I've seen my mouth without the bridge in. It is some fantastic stuff. I have little metal spokes. That's the best way I can describe it. And I when the dentist was putting it in, he took it out first and he's fitting it. And then I looked in the mirror. I go, oh my gosh, I have hillbilly mouth. And he laughed. He laughed. And they say bridges are supposed to only last like 20 years or so. And it's been more than 20 years. So God bless me for having them in. But yeah, I'm supposed to have go to a sleep study place next week, but I don't know who they are because dummy here forgot to write their information down. And so I have to get in touch with Roswell to find out who they referred me to, because they haven't sent me anything in the mail either. Usually they send you a packet and they have you fill the packet out with all of your information and then you bring it in. And I have to update my med list. That's going to be fun. I'm real smart. I have a Word doc with all my meds on it, all my surgeries, all my doctors and their phone numbers, so that if something happens to me, I can be like, go to my wallet, please. And then I whip out the sheets of paper and I'm like, here you go. Here you go. When I was in Ireland and I got sick and I went to one of those street corner doctors, I was like, do you need to see my list of meds? And she's like, no. I go, and I just kind of looked at her funny and she goes, okay, yeah, I'll take a look. I'm like, well, you should at least look. Even though you're only giving me penicillin, you should at least look. And she did. And she's like, this is very complete. And I'm like, I know. So, if anyone's ever with me and something happens where an ambulance has to come take me, it's in my wallet. They'll need that. Or just tell them to call Roswell. And Roswell will know what to do with me. And also, don't let them poke my left arm. Tell them not to poke my right. Whee! Chemo brain. And candy. I had some candy. But it shouldn't have hit me just yet. I should at least have another half hour before I'm goofy. I'm always goofy. Trying to think of anything else exciting that has happened in my life. Oh, I see a friend watching who will appreciate this. I'm seeing the Trues on Saturday. I can't find anyone to go with me, which is stupid. But I'm sure that I'll meet all the other people there who are in the Trues crew. And then we'll all just be friends. Because that's how it works when you're at a concert. I go to concerts alone all the time. And I always end up meeting people. I may not want, hang out with them afterwards. What's going on? But I always make friends. Like at all the Edwin McCain shows that I have to go to alone because no one will go see it. You should go see it though. Because every person I've ever brought to an Edwin McCain show has been like, oh my gosh, he's amazing. And it's like, duh. Edwin McCain and the Trues. Those are my Those are my bands. Oh, and a little bit of Better Than Ezra. My water. I have to go find my water bottle. The candy makes me thirsty. I don't know where it is. Exciting, isn't it? We're walking around my house. Do 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 do. There it is. It's in the bedroom. My fresh sheets on the bed. Fresh blankie. You know, there's nothing better than getting comfortable in bed in the morning. And look at it. Look at her. Is she not the cutest little dog you've ever seen? She's so sad and pathetic. Look at you, Bea. I love you. There's nothing like sliding your feet into warm pee in the morning. Yes, I've been up since 5. I even kicked off all the dirty blankets and tried to lay there and sleep, but I couldn't. Because I don't need to get up till 6. And so I ended up changing the sheets in the morning. I was going to do it on my lunch. I wasn't going to sleep in it, people. Calm the heck down. Cancer. So that's really it. I tried to hit up my neighbor to see if she has a wheelchair. She mentioned having a doggy wheelchair. I think Bea's gonna need it sooner than later. And the new ones, expensive. I'll pay for it if I have to get a new one. But it'd be cool if I could just borrow one. And then at Bible study last night, mind you, they're men, right? I think of this as man work. They're like, well, can't you just make something up and put something together? No. No, I am not that creative. I have seen people cobble together doggy wheelchairs, and they're pretty fantastic looking. I can't do that, though. They're like, put her on a skateboard. No. Because the doggy wheelchairs allows them to use their front paws while their back paws are like elevated. So that wouldn't work. And I do have a stroller in the garage, but I'm not going to walk around the house in a stroller. And Bea has pride. Right, baby girl? She doesn't want the help. My poor dog. I should probably also tell you people that I've been thinking about my poor dog and how she is the last dog that I'm going to get. And I'm just going to stick to the Rettos because I do love my Rettos. But there's a dog at our local SPCA. You should check it out if you haven't. His name is Lloyd. He's a little old man, poor dog. He has like some inoperable cancer or whatever. I don't know. I didn't read his whole story because it's sad. But I have looked at all of his pictures. The SPCA, gotta love him. They're taking him around. He's meeting and greeting people. He is living the good life right now before he goes. You know, he's going to rage against the dying of the light, just like I am. But, yeah, I was thinking about, well, maybe I could get an old dog, an old fart, like 8 or 9 years old. Because I think I'm going to hit 50. I think I'm going to make it to 50. I really feel good about that. And then when I hit 50, I'm going to shoot for 55. I'm going to just go in 5-year increments. I think I can do it. Treatment's going well. And, yeah. You know, you never know when you're going to go anyway. So, and I wouldn't want to know that. It's just my concern is that I used to have a whole lot of dogs. When I moved back home, I had 8. And the cat. Won't do that, but one won't be so bad. It's just that I have to make provisions for that dog if something does happen to me. Like when I was in the hospital for 3 days, dude, my poor Bea Arthur. Right, baby girl? I felt so bad. And now she, like, hollers whenever I leave. And I never leave for long. But that day, I was gone for 3 days. My poor baby. And she had people coming in and checking on her and petting her and taking care of her and all that. You know, I've got a good group of people here that help me out. And I really appreciate that. And the rats, they don't give a crap if I'm not here. Just as long as their bowls are full and they get treaties every now and again. They're happy. So, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not going to go out and look. But there was this one dog that they posted who's been in the shelter for like a year and a half. Oh my gosh. I would just take that dog. Yeah, that's the kind of dog I want. One that no one else wants. Because I want them. I want them to experience love and craziness. Because that's me, love and crazy. All right, I've been babbling, and I appreciate y'all watching. I don't know if I say that enough. I appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully, it's going to be a good week. Today was a little iffy, but it went all right. My computer wasn't working this morning. Darn. But just as long as they don't tell me I have to come into the office, I'm good. I'm not driving all the way up there. No. And we've got new badges to get in the office. They're like, come pick them up. I'm like, you're funny. You can mail it to me if you'd like, or you can just hold on to it. I will never set foot in that office. So yeah. Anyways, I think I've taken enough of your time. I will talk to you all later. Peace out, y'all.